Hari Om and welcome. Thank you for being here. This is Yamuna Devi. Today I wanted to talk about a very interesting topic that I see very often. And sometimes I ask myself, does that support the person or does that hurt the person? Because we want things that support our well being, that help us feel good and bring in that joy of life, the happiness of life, to really experience what it is to be a beautiful human being in this life, regardless of the difficulties, regardless of life circumstances, traumas, that there is the opportunity to bring out this beautiful light within us and to be able to experience that beautiful journey of being human in this life. So, topic today is about envy. And it's something that it's a human quality that can affect us at any point of our life, but it depends how far we linger into that space. Envy, that feeling of wanting something that you think you don't have, that you feel that you don't have, that you want, that you desire, because you think that that will fulfill a certain aspect in your life that perhaps you feel that you are lacking. And notice how I'm telling you that you feel that you are lacking, that perhaps you don't have within you, that you feel that you don't have within you. Because the truth is that everything is within us. We are so gifted. Everything is within us. We can do anything in our life. But when we feel that we lack, that we don't have, that we are not worthy enough to be in that space, to live in that space, to have whatever you see in another person that you don't have, we start lowering our self-esteem and we start feeling that we are not worthy. So this is really, really powerful to notice. It's nothing bad. I really don't want to say that it's negative. But if you catch yourself and you feel that this is happening within you, we need to pause and ask ourselves, what is it that I am desiring in another person? When I feel that experience of envy, when I feel that experience of wanting, what is it that I'm looking at in the other person that perhaps maybe I need to develop within me, right? Or learn to see and accept and appreciate the gifts that you have. That is a lack of appreciation of oneself, and that comparison of another person with yourself is hurtful. You are making yourself small. You are not appreciating yourself. You are actually hurting yourself even more. So what happens is that feeling of envy will increase more. And sometimes we are looking at what a person that is close to us, that we love and appreciate deeply, is looking at, perhaps in something, in a job, in a profession, or in another human being, that we feel, again, I'm saying that we feel that we are lacking, because we are not lacking anything. We come to this world with everything, all the tools we need, but within our mind, we start creating this space of lack, this sense of lack. So sometimes we say, oh, that person appreciates that person, and maybe I'm missing that, and I want that, and I want to have that feeling from that other person. So it's like this whole cycle, right? But simply catching that feeling of envy, which you know is uncomfortable. For those of you who have felt that, who know that feeling, it's really uncomfortable, and it doesn't feel like it's you, but it becomes a part of you. Does that make sense? It's like you don't like to feel that way, because that feeling of envy, right? Of being envious is uncomfortable. And so uncomfortable that you start disliking that part of you, and you put yourself even lower. You kind of bury yourself more, and your self-esteem lowers, and everything just makes you angry and frustrated, right? Because you cannot have that the other person has. It could be a quality. It could be something, that physical possession that they have, right? So as I'm talking about this, first thing is to observe that feeling of envy. Second thing is to ask yourself, if you had that, what part of you would that fulfill within you? Because some people think, oh, if I have that, I will feel happier. I will feel like the best person in the world. I will feel fulfilled. I will be able to return to myself. But it's not true. These are just things that we tell ourselves, because our happiness is within us. Our joy is within us. And that feeling of fulfillment is within us. We just keep looking outside of us to seek that fulfillment, to seek that pleasure of being. But everything is within us, so we suffer. So it's like this cycle, right? And observing, witnessing that, if I had that, how would that feel in my life? And just observing, what does that make you feel? And how can you adjust that? Another thing is seeing the parts within you that you accept, love, and appreciate. Love and appreciate. So writing down or even thinking about the things that you appreciate yourself and you honor yourself for, and that you value yourself for. Because you are seeing these things and you don't have them, or you feel that you don't have them, you belittle yourself, you don't value yourself enough. So let us put value in the things that we do have. Appreciate yourself regardless. Appreciate yourself, honor yourself. I talk about this all the time. Respect yourself. Who are you to criticize yourself and judge yourself? When you look at someone else, we cannot judge ourselves. We cannot compare ourselves. There is no comparison, because you are special and that other person is special. And everyone is special. Everyone has a beautiful place in this universe. And you have a very special place as well. So honoring that space, honoring your gifts is very important. It is because you are not looking at your gifts, you are not honoring your gifts, that you're feeling that envious feeling, sensation. You're feeling that envy. But once you see the gifts that you have and honor the gifts of other people, you will learn that it was just an illusion. That feeling of envy is just an illusion. It is something that your ego seeks to fulfill. Maybe that feeling of success. Maybe that feeling of being appreciated and valued and seen. But why are we looking outside of us to be appreciated and seen? You see this cycle? Can you see this where I'm going? It's like that want to be seen. And if you're not seen by others, you feel down. But if you see yourself, isn't that enough? That's enough. To see yourself, to appreciate yourself, to not seek for another person's opinion or worth is sufficient. If we seek for other people's opinions and worth and appreciation, then we hurt ourselves, because we are always seeking, we are always expecting that value from another person outside of us. And when we don't get it, we hurt, we feel sad, we feel depressed, we feel unhappy. Oh, I'm not seen, I'm not valued. But you are. You are. And the person that needs to value themselves is you. Don't expect. When we expect, we suffer more. Believe me, I've been there. That's why I speak. I don't speak from a book. I speak from my experiences. And I speak from what I see and what I learn. And how we can grow together. We're here in this together. We're here to grow from each other. We're here to learn from each other. Nothing else. So, when you see something that you wish you had, look at all the things that you do have. Look at all the beautiful things that you do have. And if you cannot name all the blessings in your life, then you are not looking. You are dismissing them. And there are so many. There's so many. I'm sure. But we're looking at the negative aspects of ourselves. And again, we bury ourselves more. We hurt ourselves more. We devalue ourselves more, instead of appreciating ourselves and uplifting ourselves. And when you uplift yourself, your energy is greater. And you feel so wonderful. But that feeling of envy is that longing of something that someone else has, that you feel, quote unquote, you feel that you don't have. But the gift is within you. You're just too focused on the other that you are neglecting yourself and your own potential. Because the potential is within you. You have everything. That potential is within. But we have to work on it. Look within. Appreciate yourself. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. Take care of yourself. And do the work. And you feel wonderful. So everything is within you. Trust yourself. Don't look outside. Don't wait for someone to honor you and respect you and appreciate you. You are deeply appreciated. Just love. It's so beautiful. What a beautiful energy to just love. That person that you see when you feel that feeling of envy, just love. Oh, it's so beautiful. They have that gift. I have another gift. And another person has another gift. And together we make this world so beautiful as we can share with each other and grow together. And it's so lovely. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate and honor you and respect you and love you. I hope you feel that in your heart, because I deeply do. So thank you so much. Sending you so much love and good wishes. Thank you for being here. Hari Om.